All right, so we're back in the basement again with the homies for our second take, or at least our first take, but our second show. Got the homie Prescott, got the homie John, and so we just finished talking about the elections. However, there was the Saturday Night Live sketch comedy show where Dave Chappelle made his appearance, and so with that, I'll let you take it away, Prescott.
Hey, I gotta admit, man. Every time I remember that Trump got elected, I gotta watch that skit, man. I gotta watch the monologue. Right. Yeah. I gotta watch that the Walking Dead skit. Like that just brings me comfort.
Yeah.
No, it does, man.
It definitely does.
And it's good to have Dave Chappelle to do it, though. You know, somebody that for us growing up, always the guy to bring us comedy and make us laugh.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with y'all?
Go ahead.
When Chappelle's show was on, I think that's when America was great, man. That 2-year window right there, like that was it, man.
I think everybody watched the Chappelle show during that time.
Everybody did.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I got my DVD collections. I got like the skits on or his show on DVD.
Yeah.
Got to wrap this up, B.
I got season 1, man. Like, I'm not gonna name it, but somebody stole one of my discs. I ain't gonna call him out. Yeah, but
your brother?
Not with my brother.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this could be the perfect time to call him out.
Or family, like
Yeah.
like play cause we grew up together. Thought we was cool, but came
Lord.
over one day and
Got a 5-figure discount.
Yeah.
My Chappelle, man.
So I mean, I guess thinking about Chappelle and his opening act, like, what do y'all think his monologue?
I think it was perfect, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was funny. It was relevant, and I mean, it was perfect timing, I believe, man. Like, it was the same week as the election. Like, I was still hungover over the results.
Yeah,
but
I think you said it perfectly. Like, it was perfect timing. Here it is like one of the greatest sketch comedy comedians that we've seen, dating back to the Chappelle show, and he's making his reemergence back on SNL, so it's trending all over Twitter and other social media sites. And one of the biggest things that I enjoyed out of it, how authentic it was. Yeah. It was, he came out and said, nigga several times. This is on Saturday Night Live, and he was blunt about black, white, like we truly know Dave Chappelle, and I thought that brought a sense of like colorfulness and character to SNL. I mean, I was a fan of SNL in the past, not as much now. They're hit and miss for me from, every once in a while. But I enjoyed the monologue. He hit a lot of great points in there.
I thought that it was awesome. Now I know back home, because I stay up with how things are in Raleigh or North Carolina.
Yeah,
the local station bleeped out all of the explicit language and the dropping the nigger and he didn't even say nigger.
I watched it on Hulu, so I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I call it YouTube. I ain't even watch it live.
I watched it live up here, and so they played it word for word. Nothing was bleeped out. Nothing was edited, and I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I mean, because let's be honest, when it's Chappelle, you don't want to censor him. Like, you want his everything, his whole, give it to me. And maybe that's just one of the things he had to make sure he contracted out with NBC before he got on the show.
He had his kind of creative control over the things he wanted to go into.
And plus, I mean, white people love Dave Chappelle. And so they were going to listen to it. Now, however, some of the conservative people love Chappelle anyway as well. The thing I was about to say, some conservative people may have problems with it, but no, they will listen to Dave Chappelle and they be saying all his lines and everything. So, I mean, I think it was good that they didn't edit it out. I didn't have any problems. Now, at the same time, if you still had your children up at like 11:30 Saturday night, like, you probably have to talk to them about, all right, now, what you hear on TV may not be appropriate to say in certain spaces or whatever. But
yeah, I
thought that was a good part with the Dave Chappelle comedy. Going back to his monologue, and not to take too much mic time, I mean, I appreciate it for him to kind of get his thoughts, his feelings, interject comedy here and there. I thought it was good that he ended it with saying that, hey, I have to give Trump a chance, but at the same time, I hope Trump gives the disenfranchised a chance too. And I thought that was really key, that even though he's here so folks can get these jokes. There is that underlying tone of sincerity there that needs to be said and discussed and expressed for this new administration.
I agree. I think that was an important point that he made. And then, like we said in the last take or podcast, it's a hard pill to swallow. But he's saying that, let's see where it takes us. He's here, he's in there. I have different reservations about that. That's different, but I don't really want to support him. But I have to support the people around me that's in this country. So I can't be, I guess you could say, completely against everything he does. If he's trying to pass a certain policy that I can agree with, or you got to support it. So, and again, like you said, I hope he gives us a shot too as well.
Right.
So.
Hey, but that Walking Dead skit though, man.
That was great. I loved every bit of that Walking Dead skit. That was Clash of Chappelle to me.
I mean, it embodied everything that his top sketches from his show. I think it definitely embodied and paid tribute to why people love Chappelle. And there's no way that you were going to have him on the show without giving people like a teaser or a bit of his legacy, really, in the skit. I mean, my favorite character on The Walking Dead, though, I would say between it being Ashley Larry, Tyrone Biggums, and Clayton Bigsby. I mean, they always had me rolling, cracking up.
Yeah.
Frustration and cocoa butter.
That was great. Yeah,
That's my favorite line.
I think he gave the people classic Chappelle, but also he's letting people know that, hey, if I'm gonna keep doing this, we got to move on from what I've done in those years. And I think that he hit that in that skit too as well. So,
which is true. I mean, I think if I were to ever see Dave Chappelle, I mean, people want to know, man, are you going to come back to Comedy Central and do these? But I mean, yeah. That was yesteryear. So I guess you saying no.
I think he's done, man.
It's done.
I think that's it.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a little bit more optimistic, but I think we need a Dave Chappelle.
Man, if we can get that man on The Daily Show. Well, I mean, I don't watch it now, but whoever took over for
Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
So I don't watch it. So I mean, kudos to Trevor Noah. No, I think he's doing a great job. I just never really watched it. But I mean, I think whatever Dave Chappelle would be doing if he were to get a stand-up or a sketch comedy show, I will watch that.
I think he needs to get somewhere uncut like HBO.
Oh man.
So like if he can get some kind of HBO, if you're hearing this or you see this,
Hey man, they need to get Game of Thrones back up, man.
Yeah, true.
Hey, focus on that.
Yeah, that and True Detective, man. They need to figure out.
Well, they didn't figure out what they did with season 2 with True
Well,
Detective.
yeah,
I was
no,
gonna say,
they
bring it on back to life, man.
Yeah, they butchered it, but
They butchered season 2. So I feel like
finish it, man.
I'm trying to
I
see.
feel like a quitter over here. I couldn't
Look,
even finish season 2.
I'm
man.
trying to. I want to see them get saved face, So
okay.
that's why
Hey, man, you gotta cut your losses.
You gotta cut
sometimes,
it.
man. Yeah.
you need to cut it. But so I would love to see a Chappelle back on TV. I think maybe this was a precursor to say, hey, he's looking at his options. Who knows? Prescott's not a believer.
I don't think so, man. I think
it's
time, man.
It's been 10 years, right? Like close to it.
I mean, remember when Tupac died and we was waiting for him to come back?
Are we still waiting?
Some folks,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
some folks are still waiting.
that's what I'm saying. Like, eventually we're gonna be like, all right, man. Like, let's move on, man.
Tupac ain't dead.
Like, all right, we got these new comics out here, man. Like, let's go see what they got.
So what about going back to the Saturday Night Live? What were some other sketches for me? I thought The Walking Dead was pretty cool.
It was number one for me.
But
man.
for me, my number one was the one with the kids talk Trump, man. And just like, I mean, because it was well played.
Yeah.
You have these kids being so innocent and giving like kid responses.
Yeah.
But then you have that one kid just dropping like xenophobia and all these other big words. And then you have her saying like, yeah, Trump, we're going to be frisked because
Stop and frisk.
it's stop and frisk because I have a black cat, and I'm not sure how she said it, but it's like in his pussy or whatever.
His name is Pussy.
His name is Pussy. So, I mean, that was pretty. It was pretty good, pretty
Yeah, I thought that
original.
was
So
good.
that was
good.
my favorite one.
I would say I like that skit. I did like the election. Prescott said he wasn't too much of a fan
it
of
was cool.
it.
It was too soon. Though. It hit
Well-
too close to home.
So what was
Yeah.
too soon, or which one,
The election one. I guess it hit too close.
or
to home,
what
man.
part in it, right?
Well,
To
the
summarize it, go ahead. Summarize it up for us, John.
So essentially, what it is, you're having a watch party, and Chappelle and Chris Rock made an appearance, and they're watching it with their white counterparts, and like everybody else in America, like you said in his monologue, white people are mad, he ain't seen white people this mad since the OJ trial, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you're watching the white people get upset about the Trump election and everything he presented. They're realizing, wow, do we live in a racist America? Like they like, and so you seeing these punchlines from Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock saying that, man, where you guys been, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see where it hit close to home.
Yeah.
To me, it was just like everyday life. It's like if my white friends that I hang out with grew up with me, or when someone did grow up with me, but like was around for when somebody yells out the word, the N word, the nigger word to me, right? I think that's a reality check, right? So I think that's what this skit, this bit was giving us, of how all minorities or even African Americans felt like during the election night. So, and I think they made it. They spun it and made it funny.
yeah,
So,
your thoughts?
So are you saying white people felt racism? Like that was
no,
that
they
what happened?
felt like how
They
can you
felt
put?
oppression?
They felt not oppression. They felt the simple fact of
Their voice was taken. And I don't,
not so much the voice was taken that here's a guy. We're literally to us, right? I'm not saying Trump is KKK, but we're taking the guy who like embodied that or created a rhetoric for this xenophobia, this racist, a bigot, being a bully, and we're putting it in front of us to represent us across the world, and they're like, whoa, like this sexist guy who said he wanted to grab people in the pussy, right? We just made him the president. And so to them, they're thinking like, how can we vote for that?
how could somebody stand for it? Yeah, I think also what was big is just how their characters in the sketch also kind of took for granted that because we know everything and because, hey, I have Sally Mae or Sally Joe or Billy Bob that works with somebody and they have all access, that they know that this is how it's going to go, to where what they think was going to be one thing ends up turning to be something else, and they feel slighted because it wasn't supposed to be like that, based upon what everything else was supposed to be. Whatever I just said didn't really make sense, but
Well, I think you hit on it, right? So, I mean, looking at this, right, what they presented in that sketch was the fact that everything they're realizing was going on in the election of how we putting Trump in there, we've already known for the moment of time we've lived on
we
this
experienced
earth.
it.
We have experiences.
and so, excuse me, but there was a sense of entitlement
Correct.
that they assumed was going to happen, and then with Trump being in office, that took away their entitlement. Therefore, they felt like this is not supposed to happen. This is not how it's supposed to be, and that's where the comedic inputs of Chris Rock and Chappelle came to play. Like, well, this has been happening for years. Like,
Exactly, yeah.
Welcome to our world, blah blah blah. So,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts? What you?
I think what I'm getting from this is, I guess they had a sense of trust in the system or in the process,
Very good wordplay. I like that.
and something kind of, I guess we kind of accepted that you can't always, trust
Yeah.
this system or this process that we,
Yeah.
I guess society tells us to rely on, and I guess it kind of hit them in the head where it's like, hey, what we think is the right thing isn't always how everybody else feels. I think that's what I got from what
Yeah,
you
that
two
was
were
Yeah.
that was a very good assessment.
It was.
There was
saying.
After 10 minutes of explaining this,
Yeah,
Prescott
I was
just
trying to-
embarrassed us on TV or YouTube and summed it in 3 words.
that's really what happened. I mean,
I was learning, man. I was like, "What are you guys getting at?" I was like, "I get it now."
Oh,
Like,
okay. Trust.
That
there
makes
was not just a sense of trust. That was actually a good one. All right, any more? Anything else you want?
that's all I got, man. I mean,
Alright.
but again, I think the sketch. I think it hit the nail on the head. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we all kind of saw America for what it was, and I think it hopefully opened other people's eyes as well. Well, not the sketch, but I guess the actual elections. But hopefully
Yeah.
the sketch opens a few more people's eyes. But
I like I said, I thought it was great. There was I didn't think all the sketches in Saturday Night Live was great.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, I don't really sit down and watch SNL. I just go to YouTube and, oh man, this one has 1 million views. Let me check this one out.
Well, you know what? I mean, I think the funniest thing about it is that I don't really watch Saturday Night Live either. Only reason I watched it was because of Dave Chappelle. I wanted to see him and to see how he was going to intertwine with the show. I wonder maybe will I watch it more? And possibly I feel like I mean, this past week there's been some humorous Trump sketches. So maybe I could watch it more. Who knows? But I mean, I'm like you. I don't watch it often, but I did watch it because of Saturday Night Live having Dave Chappelle on it. What are your thoughts on Tribe Called Quest? How do y'all think they did? Did y'all watch that part?
I didn't watch it.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Okay.
I might be biased because I was always a fan of Tribe Called Quest. I thought the album was dope. I thought the show they gave, the concert in SNL, I thought it was good. So I thought it was great because you bring it on Dave Chappelle, right? And Dave Chappelle, I don't know if he like asked Tribe Called Quest to be on there, but he's a very like fan boy of like that type of style of
music.
artists and music, right? So I thought it was great.
No, I thought it was great. I mean, and that's classic Chappelle. Go ahead.
Did they ever have a Tribe on the Chappelle show?
I think they've had Q-Tip. I don't know if
Okay.
he's actually had the Tribe Called Quest. So they've had Q-Tip, they've had Common, but I don't know if the actual Tribe Called Quest was actually on it. They might have been.
Okay.
I can't recall. So, but I know Q-Tip has been on there. And speaking of that, he did a skit. It's not one of my favorite ones. The VD skit.
Chappelle show.
Chappelle show?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
Sesame Street one?
Yeah.
Muppets,
No, I remember
Muppets.
that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Does any? I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Does anybody have like a favorite skit from the Chappelle
man.
show?
I think this might have been like the first episode, but you remember the Samuel Jackson
Oh,
beer
yeah.
one?
Yeah.
I love that one.
He's yelling.
Yeah.
I'm yelling for no reason.
But there's also
It gets
I
you
love
drunk.
I love what was the Kobe Bryant one, or I call it a Kobe Bryant one.
Oh,
but
what was
the
it,
contract.
like the
You gotta,
prenup one?
you gotta make sure you sign that.
Oh, make sure that contract. Oh,
gotta
yeah.
make sure you sign that contract. But I love the ones with Clayton Bigsby,
Yeah.
Ashley Larry. His
Ashley Larry.
I'm rich. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was the reparations one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty
Reparations. I like the Prince, the Charlie Murphy stories.
good. Yeah.
How to get? Was it How to Know Black People? Do I know Black people?
Oh, the little game
the
show.
game show.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
yeah.
I thought that was really good.
Well, that's what's up. We're gonna have to wrap
We
this
gotta
up.
wrap it up. Yeah. We
but
can talk all day about
all day about
show,
Chappelle. But I mean, I thought it was very kudos, man. Kudos to NBC Saturday Night Live for getting Chappelle.
Hey, man.
Chappelle, man, got to keep us out there, man. Let us know. Think of us, man, so we can watch on your skits and comedy. We
R.I.P.
appreciate it.
Chappelle show, man.
Yeah, come back.
It's a wrap, man.
Come back.
Come
That's
back.
it, man. Like Tupac, man.
Hey,
Let's go.
John Prescott, appreciate it, man. So this is 2. Maybe we got another one coming. All right, y'all take it easy. Pay attention to more videos coming soon.